Halo, selamat pagi anak-anakku kelas 7A. Halo, hai. Selamat pagi, Tiara. Ayo anak-anak, open kamera. Halo, selamat pagi Adit. Selamat pagi Rafaela. Baik, hari ini kita akan mulai morning devotion kita. Halo anak-anak yang bisa dengan suara Miss Yani, tolong beri reaction thumbs up. Silakan open kamera. Iya, terima kasih. Halo Evan, selamat pagi. Halo Divine, selamat pagi. Ayo Sheba, Shalom, Caitlin, Dena, open kamera. Graciela, Karen, Eric, Jesse, open kamera. Halo Eric, selamat pagi. Ya, siapkan Alkitab kita anak-anak. Ayo anak-anak segera open kamera ya. Langsung setelah join, terus misalnya sapa kalian, katakan selamat pagi, segera open kamera ya. Seperti biasa ya anak-anak ya. Uh, Divine, halo, bisa dengar suara Miss Yani?
Bisa, Miss.
Oke, ya, terima kasih Divine. Divine pimpin doa ya nak ya. Ya, Divine pimpin kita dalam doa. Silakan Divine.
Teman-teman, mari kita berdoa. Tuhan Yesus, sekarang kami mau mendengarkan firman-Mu, berkati kami agar kami bisa mendengarkan firman-Mu dengan baik. Terima kasih Tuhan Yesus, haleluya, amin.
Amin, terima kasih Divine sudah berdoa untuk kita semua. Baik anak-anak, kita akan merenungkan sebagian dari firman Tuhan ya. Siapkan Alkitab kalian ya, kita akan belajar bersama-sama dari Lukas 18 ayat yang ke-37 sampai dengan 38. Oke, di sini akan bacakan buat kita semua ya. Oke, misalnya dibaca dari ayat yang ke-35 ya, supaya kita lebih mengerti maksud dari yang disampaikan dalam firman berikut. Waktu Yesus hampir tiba di Yeriko, ada seorang buta yang duduk di pinggir jalan dan mengemis. Waktu orang itu mendengar orang banyak lewat, ia bertanya, "Apa itu?" Kata orang kepadanya, "Yesus orang Nazaret lewat." Lalu ia berseru, "Yesus anak Daud, kasihanilah aku." Maka mereka yang berjalan di depan menegur dia supaya dia diam. Namun semakin keras ia berseru, "Anak Daud, kasihanilah aku." Lalu Yesus berhenti dan menyuruh membawa orang itu kepadanya. Dan ketika ia telah berada di dekatnya, Yesus bertanya kepadanya, "Apa yang kau kehendaki supaya aku perbuat bagimu?" Jawab orang itu, "Tuhan, supaya aku dapat melihat." Lalu kata Yesus kepadanya, "Melihatlah engkau, imanmu telah menyelamatkan engkau." Dan seketika itu juga melihatlah ia, lalu mengikuti dia sambil memuliakan Allah. Seluruh rakyat melihat hal itu dan memuji-muji Allah. Demikian firman Tuhan yang sudah kita baca bersama-sama. Oke, anak-anak, di Lukas 18 ayat yang ke-37 sampai 38 bisa diulangi untuk membacakan. Dan orang-orang berkata kepadanya, Yesus dari Nazaret sedang lewat. Maka berserulah orang buta itu, Yesus anak Daud, kasihanilah aku. Nah, orang buta ini, pengemis yang buta ini, menginginkan suatu mujizat terjadi supaya matanya yang buta dapat melihat. Dan ia percaya Yesus sanggup melakukan mujizat itu. Dan dengan iman percayanya, maka terjadilah. Matanya yang buta menjadi melihat. Nah, suatu pengakuan menentukan arah mujizat. Ya, sekali lagi, satu pengakuan menentukan arah mujizat. Tidak ada orang yang ingin hidup dalam dunia yang gelap alias buta. Tidak nyaman ya kalau buta, tidak bisa melihat, ya, tidak bisa membedakan warna, ya, tidak bisa melihat apakah itu bintang ataukah itu bulan ataukah itu matahari ataukah tumbuh-tumbuhan yang ada di sekitar, tidak bisa terlihat dengan jelas. Tidak terkecuali seorang buta di kota Nazaret, pengemis yang buta. Ya, jadi dunianya sangat gelap karena dia tidak bisa melihat. Orang-orang di sekitarnya tidak bisa ia lihat. Namun yang membuat ia berbeda dengan orang buta lainnya di kota itu adalah ia menangkap momentum kedatangan Tuhan dengan tepat. Hanya ada satu keinginannya, dan itu bukanlah kekayaan harta yang melimpah, namun ia mau melihat. Jadi ketika ia mengetahui ada Yesus yang lewat, ia pasti sudah mendengar berita-berita mengenai Yesus. Ia berteriak dengan suara yang kencang. Ia tidak mau melewatkan kesempatan itu. Bagi pengemis ini, Yesus yang ia sudah dengar tentunya bukan sekedar seorang anak tukang kayu dari Nazaret, tetapi ia mengakui dan menyebutnya sebagai anak Daud. Sebutan anak Daud adalah sebutan mesianik, yaitu pribadi yang menggenapi semua janji para nabi. Dia adalah pusat pengharapan seluruh orang Israel. Namun, orang-orang yang berjalan di depan rombongan memarahi orang buta itu dan menyuruhnya, "Hai, diam, 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 shh, diam." Akan tetapi ia malah berteriak dengan keras, "Anak Daud, kasihanilah aku." Lalu Yesus berhenti dan menyuruh agar orang buta itu dibawa kepadanya. Ketika orang buta itu mendekat, Yesus bertanya kepadanya, "Apa yang kamu inginkan supaya aku perbuat bagimu?" Orang buta itu menjawab, "Tuhan, aku mau mataku bisa melihat." Yesus berkata kepadanya, "Melihatlah, imanmu telah menyembuhkanmu." Seketika itu juga ia dapat melihat dan mulai mengikuti Yesus sambil memuji Allah. Ketika orang banyak melihat hal itu, mereka juga memuji Allah. Oh, luar biasa. Tuhan membuat mujizat. Pengakuan yang benar menentukan arah terjadinya mujizat. Pengakuan pengemis buta ini didasarkan pada imannya yang benar. Dan pengakuan yang benar itu pasti akan diuji. Sebab ketika ia menyerukan nama anak Daud, orang-orang di sekitarnya memarahinya. Nah, itu satu ujian. Ya, ujian terhadap iman si pengemis yang buta ini. Ya, jadi disuruh diam. Nah, kadang-kadang kalau orang sudah disuruh diam, dia pasti akan malu kan. Tetapi apa yang dihadapi, apa yang dialami oleh pengemis ini, ya, saat dia diuji imannya. Ia yang dapat memutuskan apakah ia berhenti untuk berseru ataukah melanjutkan serunya tersebut sampai Tuhan menoleh kepadanya. Ia melakukan pilihan yang kedua, ia tetap konsisten dan persisten untuk terus berseru sampai Tuhan Yesus mendengar dan memanggilnya. Tidak butuh waktu yang lama, akhirnya imannya dijawab. Dan Tuhan Yesus menyembuhkan. Pertolongan Tuhan dapat berupa mujizat atau pemeliharaannya yang sempurna. Namun pada hari ini kita belajar prinsip seorang yang buta, namun ia memiliki pengakuan yang benar dan dia tidak menyerah. Kuncinya adalah pengakuan yang benar dan tidak menyerah sampai kita melihat tangan Tuhan turun atas hidup kita. Jadi perlu kita perhatikan pengakuan menentukan arah mujizat. Ada usaha yang perlu kita lakukan, ya, tidak berputus asa. Dengan pengakuan iman tetap percaya walaupun iman kita saat ini sedang diuji. Seperti yang dialami oleh pengemis itu. Ia berseru, Tuhan kasihanilah aku. Dia disuruh diam, shh, berhentilah, diamlah. Tapi saat imannya itu diuji, dia tidak putus asa. Dia tetap percaya dan berseru, Tuhan kasihanilah aku. Jadi yang perlu kita pelajari untuk apa yang dialami oleh seorang pengemis yang buta yang mengalami mujizat sehingga matanya melihat. Ya, kuncinya adalah pengakuan yang benar dan tidak menyerah terhadap keadaan. Maka Tuhan akan turun tangan untuk menolong kita. Pengakuan yang benar menghasilkan akibat yang dahsyat. Nah, anak-anak, tetaplah berusaha, jangan berputus asa. Tetaplah percaya. Tuhan Yesus menyertai kita dalam segala keadaan, dalam apapun yang kita hadapi. Ya, mari kita berdoa. Tuhan, terima kasih buat segala kebaikan Tuhan di dalam kehidupan kami. Kami mau belajar dari kebenaran firman. Kau sampaikan dari setiap kami ya Tuhan. Biar Roh Kudus-Mu yang senantiasa memberikan pengertian bagi kami semua. Kami mau dituntun oleh kebenaran firman Tuhan. Kami mau tetap berpegang teguh kepada iman percaya kami kepada Tuhan. Apapun yang kami alami, apapun yang kami hadapi, kalaupun ujian terhadap iman kami itu datang, biarlah kami tetap berpegang teguh terhadap iman kami. Seperti yang dilakukan oleh seorang pengemis yang buta yang ingin melihat, yang percaya Yesus sanggup melakukan mujizat. Dan kami mau belajar untuk kami tetap berpegang teguh terhadap iman percaya kami kepada Tuhan Yesus. Terima kasih buat segala kebaikan Tuhan. Engkau memberkati setiap anak-anak kelas 7A di dalam masa remaja mereka, dalam masa pendidikan mereka. Tangan kuasa Tuhan yang kuat menyertai mereka. Hikmat Tuhan, kepintaran Tuhan memenuhi mereka semua. Tuntun mereka dengan kebenaran firman-Mu ya Tuhan. Berkati orang tua mereka yang sudah Engkau percayakan untuk mendidik mereka, untuk mengasuh mereka, dan juga berikan hikmat dan pengertian buat orang tua mereka ya Tuhan. Apapun yang dilakukan oleh orang tua mereka supaya mempermuliakan nama Tuhan. Dan juga kami berdoa untuk guru-guru kami yang Kau percayakan untuk mengajar kami di sekolah. Tuhan yang memberi hikmat dan pengertian, sehingga guru-guru kami boleh mengajar dengan baik di dalam takut akan Tuhan. Terpuji nama Tuhan kekal selamanya. Kami menyerahkan sepanjang hari ini ke dalam tangan kuasa Tuhan. Hanya di dalam nama Tuhan Yesus Kristus kami mengucap syukur dan berdoa. Haleluya. Amin. Oke, anak-anak, kita sudah menyelesaikan morning devotion kita pada pagi hari ini. Ya, misi selalu ingatkan untuk menjaga kesehatan dan tetap semangat. Tuhan Yesus memberkati.
Isaac, Karen, Shalom, sama Eric. Oke, Rafaela sama Karen sudah. Yang lainnya, Eric, Shalom,
Hello. Hi, Tiara. Hi, Eric. Hi, Leora. Hi, Aditya. Let's wait for everybody else. How are you guys? I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time, right? Between, I think, midterms and then holiday, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Hi, Gaudia. Hi, Davinia. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Evan. Hi, Seba. Let's see. Hi, Devin. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Dana. Where's Shalom? Where's Rafaela? Ashton, Karen, Graciela, Jesse, Isaac. Guys, rules don't change with me. You guys all need to have your videos on, right? Whoa. Oh, Ashton, what did you say? Karen, my broken. Okay, well, let me tell you, homework teacher. Okay, Ashton, what did you say? Okay. Kathleen, you still need to keep your video on. Raphael, Shalom, Ashton, Karen, you said your video is broken. I messaged your homeroom teacher. Jesse, Alicia, where are you? Hi, Alicia. Ashton, I heard your voice, but how come your camera is not on? Okay, this is the last time I'm calling. Okay, Rafaela has a problem with her camera as well. Rafaela has a problem with her camera too. So I message Isaac. Okay. Ashton, Shalom. Okay. So I am putting Shalom in waiting room and Ashton in the waiting room. Okay. Hi, guys. I hope you guys all had a good 2 weeks. You guys had midterms and you guys also had a holiday. So we're starting a new unit, okay? This new unit is going to be our last unit because of a lot of holidays in April as well, okay? We're going to finish this in May. You guys have a project to do at the end of May, okay? It's going to be a writing project. Okay, so the last 2 weeks in May that we are together, or 1 week, you guys are going to present your writing project. Okay, you see how we didn't really have that much homework, or we did a little writing. This is going to be counted as a test because we only have 1 unit for this, for the last part of this semester. Okay. So I'm going to give you more information on the writing project next class, so you guys can start, okay? I will give you also worksheets, okay, for you to help you with the writing project, okay? So I'm letting you know now, you guys are going to have a writing project. You're going to have to write, submit that, and also present your project, present your writing in class, during class, okay? So it's going to count as a speaking. It's going to also count as a writing because it's your writing. Does everybody have any questions about it? No? Okay. So I'm just letting you know, okay, beforehand. I will tell you more about it next week. The topic, I have 2. So I'm going to decide by next week what the topic is, Evan, okay? So there's 2 topics that I'm going back and forth with, okay? So it's going to be a research. So you're going to have to research things, okay? So, but I will let you know the topic next week. I'll give you more information about it. Anybody else have any questions about it? Okay, so let's begin. Sorry, had to clear my throat. Let's go to guys. You need to keep your cameras on. I will see who has the cameras off. Okay, this is a new rule since for this semester. Okay, you guys all know this. Okay, let's see, Pat. Okay, share screen. Ta-da. All right, so Unit 6, Lesson 1. Okay, so today we're going to look at a lot of grammar. Okay, we're going to look at transition words. We're going to look at more use of present perfect. We're going to look at quotation marks for exact words and quotation marks for term, expressions, and titles. Okay, Unit 6 is a lot of grammar. All right, this is to help you with your writing. Okay. Lucia, why do you have your video off? Can you please put your video on? Okay. All right. So transition words. Okay. What are transition words? Let's look. Transition words are words or phrases that connect 2 ideas. Okay. They add information. They contrast ideas. Show cause and effect. Transition sentences connects 2 sentences or independent clause, right? We know independent clause is a sentence, a complete sentence. So a transition words can connect 2 sentences, or we can say 2 independent clauses, okay? We use semicolon when we're connecting 2 sentences too, Okay, so if you guys all didn't know what this was called, this is called a semicolon. Okay. When a transition word is at the beginning of a sentence, we use a comma. Oh, okay. So this is a comma. This is a semicolon. This is a comma. Okay. So when a transition word is at the beginning of a sentence, we use a comma. So let's look. Transition words. What are some transition words? Also, in addition, as well, furthermore. Okay. These words are used to add information. As a result, therefore, thus, consequently, show cause and effect. Okay. So I woke up late. As a result, I was late to school. Okay. So cause and effect. Let's see. Add information. I went to school at 8:30, as well as I gave my cat a ride to the vet. Okay, it adds information, extra information. Okay. Then we have instead, on the contrary, on the other hand. It contrasts two ideas. Okay. The bear is big and fluffy. On the other hand, it looks old and smelly. Okay, so it's big and fluffy, but on the other hand, it is old and smelly, right? So contrast, opposite. Okay? So let's look. Use comma after transition words when it begins a sentence or clause. Okay, so here, the student should be on time. That is one independent clause, right? The second independent clause, we use the transition word furthermore. It starts the sentence because there's a period here, right? So it starts a sentence, so we use a comma. Okay, so it begins a sentence. You see? So the student should be on time. Furthermore, they must be prepared. Okay. Dana, yes, you can. Ooh. Okay. Let's look at another one. Use semicolon and comma when connecting two sentences. So let's look. He asked for the report, semicolon, therefore, I gave it to him. Okay. So here we use a semicolon instead of a period to continue the sentence. Okay, so you're connecting two, but instead of using a period, you're using a semicolon. Okay. And therefore is the transition word. Okay. Also can be used in different places in a sentence. But if used in mid-sentence, you don't need a comma. So for example, Jane speaks Korean. Jason also speaks Korean. Do you see how it's in the middle of a sentence? Yes, you can, Queena. But let's say we said Jane speaks Korean. Also, Jason speaks Korean. Okay, so if we put also in the beginning of a sentence, we use a comma. But because also is after Jason, we don't need a comma. Okay. You see? Okay. I noticed that you guys a lot of you guys use also when you guys are writing. Okay. I saw it a lot in your writing. You guys can use also and. Okay. More people are being born than dying. So you see how also is at the beginning, so we use the comma. Also, people are living longer. furthermore still needs a comma in mid-sentence. So if you use furthermore in the middle of a sentence, it uses lots of comma. Okay, the building will have 180 floors, semicolon, right? It will, comma, furthermore, comma, have stores. So just remember this, okay? Also needs a comma when it starts a sentence, but furthermore needs a comma when it's in the middle of a sentence, okay? Or in the beginning, right? I know, guys, this is a lot of stuff, right? Yeah. Just rules. So let's practice. Let's open up your book to page 166, workbook page 166. Okay, so choose the best option to complete each sentence. Okay, and then also you can do 5, 6, 7. Combine these sentences using the transition in parentheses. Use correct punctuation. Okay. So I wrote it out here for you guys. I'll give you guys a little bit to do it, and then we'll do it together. Okay. Graciela, why is your camera off? Graciela? Thank you. Devin, your camera's off as well. Yes, you can go to the bathroom, Seba. Hold on, I need to contact your homeroom teacher for a second. Okay, so you guys can continue doing it. I just need to contact. No, I'm sorry. You guys can't turn your videos off while you're doing this. That's the point of it. Because a lot of people look like they're doing their workbook, but then when people submitted their workbook, let's say half the page that they were supposed to do their classwork was empty. So they got caught. A lot of people got caught not doing their classwork, which Just sad. Yes, you can go to the bathroom, Ditya. But Davinia, where are you? No, you're not sending this to Moodle. Okay, we're doing this together. Okay, I'm giving you guys some time to do this. Okay. Well, Davinia, you didn't even open up your camera. I've been asking you to. So, Davinia, can you please open up your camera? Where are you? Okay, keep your camera on and you can go to the bathroom. I don't see you. Ah, okay. Got it. Now I understand. Sorry then, Davinia. All right, so let's try, guys. I'm going to get my PowerPoint back on. Sorry. Ah, okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. Oh. Okay, number one. Who can tell me what number one is? Alicia.
The apartment buildings will have high-speed elevators. In addition, they will have stores, restaurants, and cinemas.
Excellent. Very, very good job. Okay. So guys, you guys are just completing the sentences, but as you have seen, it already gives you the transition words, right? Here with the comma. Okay. Number two. Do I have anybody volunteer to do number two? Let's see. Tiara.
People will not drive their own car. Instead, cars will be faster.
Cars will be faster. Well, I don't know. People will not drive their own cars. Instead,
Cars will steer themselves.
very good. Okay. So steer. Steer means when somebody moves something, right? So, well, it could be somebody will move something, but here it's saying cars will move themselves. Okay. So B would be better. Very good job, Tiara. Number three. Evan.
People have already explored most of our planet. On the other hand, many planets are still unknown.
Very good. That was perfect. Okay. Guys, as you guys see, I'm circling the transition words for you, okay, with the proper punctuation, okay? So you guys have an idea of it, okay? Number four. Jonathan.
People want to live on Mars, therefore they cannot survive in the atmosphere.
Well, yeah, they won't be able to survive, but people want to live on Mars, okay? Therefore, I don't think would be, maybe on the other hand would be a better transition word. So something else would be better to complete this. Evan?
Therefore, they will have to build giant domes.
Very good. Okay. Therefore, they will have to build giant domes. So this is just giving you more a continuation, more information, right? What they need to do. Okay. Not a contrast. Okay. Very good. All right. Number five. Who can tell me where does also go here? Also. Let's go with Eno's here. Let's enter Eno. Jesse.
It will be necessary to rebuild some cities. They also will build some new ones.
Okay, they also will build some new ones is correct. You could put it in the middle of the sentence. You could also put it where? Did somebody else get something else? Alicia?
In the second beginning of the sentence.
In the beginning of the second sentence, okay? So yes, Jesse, you are correct. You could put it in the middle of the sentence, right here, okay? And write also with the small ALSO, no punctuation. But you could also put it at the beginning with the punctuation, okay? Okay, number 6. Karen?
These new planes will fly faster as they will fly to outer space.
Very good. So as well as at the beginning of a sentence. So what comes after as well? Karen? A comma, okay? Don't forget the comma. When something is at the beginning of a sentence, you need a comma after it, okay? So everybody should be putting this comma. Okay, and number 7. Jonathan, do you have your hand up? Or is that wrong? Okay, Alicia.
Cars will be safer. Furthermore, they will steer themselves.
Very good. Furthermore, they will steer themselves. And comma after furthermore, okay? Comma after furthermore. Okay, very good, right? So now let's look at, don't forget guys, commas, punctuation marks are very, very important, okay? I'm going to see this in your writing as well, I want to, okay? When you are using transition words. So let's look at more use of present perfect. We already learned present perfect, okay? That's why I said more use, right? We learned it in previous lessons. So what is present perfect? What is present perfect? It's an action that has happened in the past, but not a specific time, okay? We have talked before. So we don't know when it happened in the past, but we don't know if it was yesterday, last month, okay? Happened in the past and continued to present time. For example, she has grown tired over the last hour, right? So it's happened in the past, she grown tired over the last hour, okay? We use has and have for present perfect or hasn't, haven't, okay? As you have seen in these two sentences, we have have, has. Okay? When we use present perfect as well, we use past participles, right? Past participles can end in ed or you need to change the word, right? Grow, grew, grown. Okay, I've given you guys a worksheet about this, right? Uploaded to Moodle. Okay, so again, past participles. Guys, this is just a review. We learned this in previous class. You guys already had a test on present perfect, right? We can use prepositions such as for, since, okay? For shows period of time the action has been going on. Since shows the time or date in the past when the action began. So for example, he worked on it for 3 years. Okay. He worked on it since 2016. So when the action began. Okay. We can also use certain adverbs such as just to show recently finished actions, yet, ask about recent experiences, negative statements, already to show affirmative statements, ever, ask about life events, before, positive answer, never negative answers, okay? I want you guys to open up your textbook to page 315. I didn't write the examples out because on your textbook page 315 in the box, the big box, okay, so I write the textbook page right here. Textbook page 315. There's a big box, right? The big box says use just for recently finished actions. Who can give me the sample sentence? Read me the sample sentence. Tiara, you look very bored. Okay, who can read me the sample sentence? Let's go with Queena. Can you read me the sample sentence? Queena,
Yes, Miss.
can you read me the sample sentence? Queena, this is why I've asked you to open up your video. Rafaela, can you read me the sample sentence? Rafaela? Rafaela? One more time, Rafaela. Okay. Let's go with Seba. Seba, can you read me the sample sentence for just? Seba? Hello? You can't open your mic. Okay. Let's go with Leora. Can you read me the sample sentence for just?
Is it in the box?
Yeah.
No?
It's in the big box.
She has just moved to an underground building.
Very good. So just shows that it's a recently finished action, right? She just moved to an underground building. It happened, okay? Just recently. Okay, who can read me yet? Let's go with Jessie.
Has she moved underground yet?
Very good. Okay, yet asked about recent experiences, negative statements. Who can tell me already? Whoa, Karen.
She has already moved underground.
Very good. Okay, already shows affirmative statement. Okay, what about before? Evan? Oh, there's no before. Oh, yeah, there is. There is before. Sorry. Okay, who can read me before? Oh, wait, sorry. Ever. Sorry. Who can read me ever? Tiara?
Has she ever moved to an underground city?
Very good. Has she ever moved to an underground city? And then who can read me before? Evan? Jonathan?
Yes,
Evan?
she's moved before.
Very good. Jonathan? What about never?
No, she never moved.
Very good. So before is used to answer positive answers and never is used for negative answers. As you see, there's two sentences for yet, right? So you can use yet in a negative statement and you could use yet to ask about recent experiences, okay? Has she moved underground yet? She hasn't moved underground yet, okay? So it can be used for both, right? So let's look at your workbook page 167. We're going to pick the correct adverb to complete the sentences from 1 to 6. Okay. And then you're going to choose the word that will complete the sentences from 7 to 8. Okay. So page 167. Yes, you can, Graciela, go to the bathroom. Hold on, I need to stop that. I think your teacher just messaged me. Okay. Eno keeps going in and out of the classroom. Okay, guys, let's try this together, okay? Because this is fairly easy, and I don't think you guys really needed that much time to do all this, right? Okay, Jesse, go ahead.
Have you ever visited France?
Very good. Have you ever visited France? Okay, very good job. Jonathan.
I've studied Portuguese for 5 years.
Very good. Excellent. Let's go with, who else has their hand up? Let's go with Tiara.
She hasn't gone home yet.
Very good. Then let's go with Alicia.
John's already performed on stage a few times.
Excellent. You guys are doing amazing. Jesse?
Maria has worked on the space mission for 10 years.
Excellent. Very, very good job. And number 6, Eno.
I just called my grandmother to say hello.
Perfect. Very, very good job, guys. So you guys all have an understanding of adverbs we use for present perfect, right? Sentences. All right, number 7. What word in the box would be the best answer for this? Karen?
Have you moved to your new apartment yet?
Okay, very good. You can use yet, or you can use, what's another word you can use?
Already?
Already. Excellent. Okay, so I put already, but yet does come here too. So I'm going to put yet as well. Okay, so you can use both. So if you have both of it, that's good. Okay, number 8. Anybody? Tiara.
I just saw a TV show about jetpack. Now I want one.
Very good. I just saw. Oh, mine says save. I just saw a TV show about jetpack. Now I want one. Excellent. Jonathan, number 9.
Have you ever ridden a driverless car?
Very good. That was perfect. Okay. I spoiled the number 10 answer. I don't know. Eno?
Who has already, I mean, who has just already passed the driving test?
Okay, you could just say who has already passed the driving test, who has just passed the driving test. That can work as well too, okay? So you can say already, but already would be the best. Evan, you spoiled the number 10 answer, question mark, how come? Because I put already. Yes, I did spoil that. That's my mistake, okay? So I already put that in there. Good looking out, Evan. So that's my typo. So who has already passed the driving test, you can, okay? That's what I put. But if you want to say who has just passed the driving test, you can say that as well too. That works. Okay. So I'm going to put just here too. Okay. So it could be both. Okay. Very good. So you guys are doing great with this. So you guys should all get 100 on the test, right? For this part. Okay. So quotation. So you guys need to know quotation, okay, for your project, okay, as well, right? Quotations are words or information you get from a place and you put a quotation mark around it, right? To show that it's you got it from somewhere, somebody's actual spoken words, okay? So what are quotations? You see, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I didn't write the exact words, but blah, blah is something that someone said. Okay, so you put a quotation mark. So this, my friend, right here is a quotation mark. Okay, so quotation mark, quotation mark. Okay. So what are quotation marks? Let's see. Quotation marks are used to show someone's exact words. They go before and after the person's word. Okay. Such as, do your homework, yelled Miss Desi. So that's exactly what she said. So I put those words in quotation. We use words such as said, asked, explained, cried, yelled. Do your homework, yelled Miss Desi. Okay. Also, capitalize the first letter of what the person says. Okay. Do your homework, yelled Miss Desi. You see, D is capital. Okay. Place end punctuation inside the quotation marks. Do your homework, yelled Miss Desi. So I'm going to also point that a lot of people put this outside of the quotation mark. Okay, it's supposed to be inside. Okay, inside, not out here. That goes for periods as well. You don't put a period after the quotation mark. You put the period here. Okay, it doesn't go here. So you need to be careful. There's a lot of people that use quotation marks and then still put periods, commas, question marks, exclamation marks outside of the outside the quotation mark. Okay, it's supposed to be inside. Okay, inside the two. So inside would be over here. Okay. Okay. Just like here, did you do your homework? Question mark, quotation mark, asked Miss Dissy. Okay. All right. So now let's look at your workbook page 168. Okay. You're going to look at the two sentences for each sentence. Okay. Two sentences for each number. Okay. Workbook page 168. You're going to check which one is the correct one. Okay. We have 3 people. Okay, so workbook page 168, you're going to put check mark the correct one. All right, number 1. Who can tell me which one is the correct one? First one or the second one? Jessie?
The second one.
Excellent. Very good. The second one is correct, okay? You see, come, okay? And you have the period inside the quotation, okay? Also, after said, when it said is at the beginning of a sentence, there's a comma, okay? Very good. Number 2, who can tell me? Let's go with Aditya.
The first one?
The first one is correct. Okay. So again, quotation, the exclamation is in the beginning. Okay. Very good. Let's go with number 3. Who has all their hands up? Eric.
The first one.
The first one, very good. Okay. You are good friends. You are a good friend, said Rita. Okay. It has a inside. Okay. You see all the inside. Okay. Number 4, let's go with Graciela.
The second one.
The second one, very good. Okay. The second one. Okay. Very, very good job. Okay. So let's look. Let's add the quotation marks to these sentences. Okay. Let's add the quotation mark to these sentences. So I want, when you guys are reading it, I want you guys to say the word quotation, okay? For example, quotation, do you want to travel, quotation, into space, quotation? Okay, I want you to say it. Obviously, that's incorrect, what I just said, but I was just giving you an example, okay? Okay, number 5. Who wants to do number 5 for me? Jessie?
Quotation. Do you want to travel into space? Quotation as the card.
Very good. Okay. So quotation, do you want to travel into space? Question mark, quotation, ask the guy. Okay. Number 6, where does the quotation go? Let's go with Jonathan.
The boy asked, quotation, can we visit the mission control center? Quotation.
Very good. So quotation goes after the question mark. Okay. Evan, go ahead.
Quotation. I want to be an astronaut one day, comma, quotation, she said.
Very good. That was perfect. Very, very good job. And Tiara.
Quotation. Let's go and see inside the space shuttle, comma, quotation, he said.
Excellent. You guys did awesome. Woo, 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 woo. Very good job. Okay. Please remember this, okay, when you guys are writing, right? And you guys are quoting people. Okay. All right. Very, very good job. We're going to look at more on quotation marks. Okay. So let's see. Jonathan, you have your hand up, or is that for something else? 5, 5, 8. Sorry, I'm just seeing your messages, Evan and Seba. Okay. I have a lot of windows up, so you guys have to give me a time because I have my chat box, my participants box, my camera box, everything. So many boxes I have to move around. All right. So quotation marks can also be used for special, unfamiliar terms, unusual expressions. Okay. Such as, we call all the people who try to predict what will happen in the years to come futurists. Okay. So we can use quotation to show special, unfamiliar terms or unusual expressions. Quotation marks is also used to set off a word or phrase that defines another word. For example, artificial means human-made. Guys, if you guys are looking at my video, you see how I use these two fingers? When people are speaking, people do that to show familiar words or quote. So I've spoken to people where I've spoken and I said something a big that, right, to show emphasis. Okay. Set off the title of a short written work such as article, poem, or short story. We read The Tale of Peter Rabbit by Beatrice Potter. Okay. So these are some special times where you can use quotation marks. Evan, you look very tired. Boop, 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 boop. Good. So just giving you guys an example when to use quotation marks. So let's look at page 169. It's the same as 168. You're going to pick the correct sentence. And then 5 to 9, you're going to put a quotation mark, okay? Using this, special unfamiliar terms, unusual expressions, set off words or phrases that define another word, and articles, poems, titles, okay? And then guys, we are finished after this. I know it's a lot of stuff. Unit 6 has a lot of grammar stuff we need to go over and review, okay? Yeah, Gaudia, yes, you can. Okay, let's look. Number 1, which one would be the correct? So we don't quote the author or the poet, something like that. No, you don't quote the author or the poet, okay? You quote their work, right? Or what they said, okay? So let's see, who can tell me number 1? Let's go with Tiara.
Number 2.
Number 2, very good, okay? So this is the author's work, right? The Lottery, so you quote this, okay? Oops. Okay, let's see, Eric, number 2.
MPH stands for miles per hour.
So which one? The first one or the second one?
First.
Very good. Oh, MPH stands for miles per hour. So it's the second one because MPH stands for miles per hour. Okay. MPH is actually an acronym, okay? It's a short word. So you wouldn't put a comma between LOL, right? You got, oh, sorry, I gave you guys that, okay? LOL, right? You wouldn't put a comma on between LOL, right? You would put, you guys all know what LOL is, right? It means laugh out loud, right? So you put a comma right here, okay? Okay, let's see. DTN, number 3.
The first one?
The first one, okay? Mending Wall is a poem by Robert Frost, okay? That's the title of his poem, okay? So you put it under that. Very good. And number 4, let's go with Jonathan.
First one.
The first one, very good, okay? They use the lunar module, a vehicle designed to explore the moon, okay? Lunar module is the word, okay? Very good. Very, very good job. Okay, let's see. So we don't quote the other posts. Oh, okay, I already did that. All right, number 5, okay? So here, which one would you quote, Tiara?
Have you read quotation mark The Raven quotation mark by Edgar Allan Poe?
Excellent. Oh, sorry. Excellent. Very good. So the quotation mark will go between the Raven, okay, by Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry, I need to move my things around. Oh. Okay, right here. Okay. Very good. Number 6. Where would number 6 go? Who has their hand up? Aditya.
Sorry.
It's okay. Evan, go ahead.
DNA is known as your quotation genetic fingerprint quotation.
Very good. Very, very good job. So quotation would go under genetic fingerprint, okay? DNA, again, is a abbreviation. It's an acronym, right? Like LOL, right? DNA actually stands for a word. It's a long word. Okay, number 7. Let's go with Jesse.
Rudyard Kipling wrote the short story quotation Mowgli's Brother quotation.
Amazing. You guys are doing also great. Good job. And let's go with 8. Any Tiara wants to do 8?
Yes. MRI stands for quotation magnetic resonance imaging quotation.
Imaging.
Yeah, imaging.
Very, very good job. You did what? Don't laugh. You did it well. Very good try. Okay, and last one, Jonathan.
I read an article called Quotation Life on Mars Quotation.
Very good. That was perfect. Very, very good job. Okay, quotation Life on Mars quotation. Okay. Sorry, I'll put that a little bit further so you guys can see. Okay. Yay! Very, very good job. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys all know quotation marks. Oh, this is so, when I see everybody's writing in 7th and 8th grade, I don't know from who exactly, I get very anxious because I'm like, no, the period should be inside the quotation mark. No, the question mark should be inside the quotation mark. It gets me a little like, oh. So I'm so happy. Very good job, guys. Okay, very good. All right, so this I'm going to, that is a maybe, okay? So your presentation, your writing report, I will tell you everything next week, okay? But very good job today, guys. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Selamat siang semuanya. Ya, silakan di-open kameranya. Oke. Silakan langsung saja kameranya, langsung dihidupkan. Oke, Aston. Ini sudah baca. Kelas 7A. Silakan semuanya. Ayo,
Miss lagi semangat sekali. Silakan semuanya open kamera. Buka kamera. Sudah? Vina, ayolah. Suruh open langsung di open gitu. Oke, Shalom, Aston. Kalau kameranya bermasalah, tidak masalah. Tapi minggu depan usahakan perbaikin kameranya ya. Oke, ayo Aditya, Gisela. Ayo, Miss mau cerita panjang ini. Cerita yang seru. Sayang sekali kalau kalian tidak melihat ekspresi Miss. Dan Miss gak lihat ekspresi kalian. Ya, silakan. Kelas 7A. Ada 22 siswa. Berarti ada 1 orang yang tidak join. Sudah? Oke. Selain 2 orang tadi yang Miss sebutkan, Aston dan Shalom, Miss anggap tidak hadir. Hitungan kelima. Oke? Hitungan kelima kamu tidak open kameramu, Miss anggap tidak hadir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baik. Oke, Karen. Sudah baca. Aston, Salmi, Karen. Oke, baik. Bagaimana dengan ujian kalian? Bagaimana dengan ujian bahasa Indonesia? Aman, tentram? Kenapa, Jo? Jonathan, kenapa? Kamu melihatnya kayak mau memarahin orang yang di depanmu. Tidak? Jonathan? Oke. Miss minta maaf ada beberapa soal yang mengalami kesalahan. Dan itu sudah Miss tambahkan ke nilai kalian. Jadi perkiraan Miss waktu itu ada 5 soal. Nah, kalau nilaimu contohnya waktu itu 60, selain yang 90 ya. Yang 90 Miss cek 1 dia yang salah. Yaitu apa? Yang memang ikut salah dari yang Miss tentang apotek, izin, dan ekosistem. Nah, itu hanya tambah 0,3. Selainnya tambah 10 nilainya. Jadi kalau nilaimu 50, maka UTS-mu 60. Kamu ikut remedial, kamu dapat nilai ketuntasan. Walaupun nilai 100, kalau kamu remedial, maka kamu hanya dapat nilai ketuntasan. Paham? Baik, Miss memang sudah menyerahkan nilai kalian. Dan banyak yang Miss bantu, termasuk kalian yang tidak mengumpulkan tugas. Nah, hari ini Miss mau perjelas supaya apa? Supaya nilainya bisa Miss perbaiki untuk nilai rapor semester. Ini kan mid besok akan dikirim ke sistem. Maka bagi orang yang tidak mengerjakan tugasnya semuanya, maka nilaimu pas-pasan. Tapi kalau kamu mengerjakan pasti Miss kasih nilainya. Nah, untuk memperbaiki nilai pas-pasanmu itu, Miss masih terus meminta kepada kalian supaya mengumpulkan tugas kalian. Paham? Nah, Miss akan share supaya kamu ingat, supaya Miss juga tahu apakah dikumpul apa tidak, itu supaya kita lihat bersama. Yang pertama itu tentang surat pribadi. Semoga tidak ada lagi siswa di sini yang tidak mengumpul. Tapi lihat, yang ngumpul itu hanya 17 orang. Nanti kalau yang dari WA tolong konfirmasi ke Miss. Sudah Miss masukkan yang mengirim ke WA, tapi di sini masih tetap tidak mengumpulkan ya. Jadi coba ini Aston. Surat pribadinya belum. Devinia belum. Devon. Aditya. Kemarin ada juga yang kirim ke WA Miss. Miss sudah cek, tapi Miss lupa siapa saja. Ino. Nah. Dan yang terakhir tidak ada. Ya, tidak ada. Berarti 3 orang ya. 3 apa 4 orang itu. Oke ya. Ino, ada Ino di sini? Ada?
Iya, Miss.
Kamu ada kumpul atau tidak?
Ada, Miss.
Lewat?
Sudah kumpul.
Hah? Lewat mana ngumpulnya?
Itu Miss surat pribadi.
WA, surat pribadi. Ada?
Udah. Ada, udah, Miss.
Dari mana? Di mana kamu kumpul?
Saya udah kumpul lewat mulut tuh, Miss. Mungkin waktu itu saya jangan saya lagi bermasalah, Miss. Makanya waktu itu nggak gitu, Miss.
Oke, Miss minta supaya kamu kumpul lagi ya.
Tunggu, Miss.
Ke WA.
Itu kan kalau yang itu surat-surat tuh, yang surat pribadi itu bukannya Miss minta apa tuh? Dikumpul ke Aditya, habis itu dikumpul ke Miss.
Oh,
Iya.
oke. Memang ada Aditya ada
Ini tim, Miss, ya?
kumpul. Oke, Ino ada. Oke. Kalau sudah ke WA memang sudah Miss periksa. Oke. Lalu Ino sudah. Ini Aston ada? Ada Aston? Ada Aston di sini? Tugasmu belum ya? Aston. Benar? Silakan dikumpul ya Aston ya. Secepatnya ke WA Miss juga tidak apa-apa. Devinia ada?
Ada nih.
Di mana kamu kumpul?
Waktu itu saya udah ngirimin ke Moodle, tapi kayaknya emang Moodle saya yang bermasalah. Soalnya waktu itu juga saya udah ngumpulin fisika, tapi gak kekumpul mungkin juga sama yang di sini.
Oke, kamu
Nanti
kumpul lagi ya?
setelah saya kumpulin lagi ini soalnya HP saya lagi dipakai adik saya, jadi nggak bisa.
Oke. Kalau saya lupa, saya open ini sampai tanggal berapa, saya tidak ingat. Jadi kalau memang nanti tidak bisa ke sini, kirim ke WA Miss ya. Oke, lalu Aditya. Aditya, mana dia?
Ya, Miss.
Mana Aditya surat pribadimu? Kau kirim kemana? Kamu kerjain atau tidak?
Saya kirim ke WA, Miss.
Ke WA?
Ya, coba saya cek, Miss.
Coba di apa ya?
Dicek coba saya cek, Miss.
Itu ya yang surat. Tapi nanti saja dicek, Aditya.
Oke, Miss.
Nanti saja. Supaya lihat nanti tugas 2 aman atau tidak kamu. Oke, sekarang ke tugas kedua. Tugas kedua itu PPT. Nah, ini Saya yakin banyak ini. Oke, dilihat ya. Ditulis di bukunya. Nih, ada cuma 12 saja yang ngumpul. Oke, Aston. Tulis dirimu, Aston. Belum membuat PPT. Devinia juga, ayo. Devon. Lalu Aditya. Eric. Ingat-ingat namanya. Ino juga. Oke, Ino, belum ya? Ishak. Jesse.
Udah kok, Miss.
Di mana?
Sudah aku bawa itu di Moodle, Miss.
Nggak ada kelihatan, Mak. Ini nih, ini kan Miss tunjuk online. Nggak ada.
Tapi waktu itu udah tadi kumpul.
Ya sudah kumpul lagi ya.
Ya, Miss.
Sepertinya memang inimu yang bermasalah. LMS-mu bermasalah. Silakan ke WA Miss saja. Minta dari Aditya nomor Miss ya. Dan yang lainnya juga. Ishak, Jesse. Oke. PPT tentang apa itu? Tentang tanda baca. Lalu Queen. Ditulis-tulis namamu, apa yang belum. Salom. Oke? Paham? Oke, selanjutnya tugas ketiga. Yang membuat surat dinas. Kita lihat siapa lagi yang belum. Lihat ini 12 dari 23 orang. Hampir setengah tidak mengerjakan. Nah, Aston lagi. Oh, kamu Aston 3 kali kamu belum pernah ngumpul tugas ya. Baru Devinia. Aston Devinia ini ya. Tidak pernah absen kalian ya. Tidak mengumpulkan tugas. Aditya juga. Eric. Lalu Ino. 3 kali kamu Ino. Ishak. Jesse 2 kali. Jonathan sekali. Karen. Salom. Oke? Udah ditulis masing-masing? Sudah? Sudah paham dosamu di mana sekarang? Apa tugasmu yang belum? Ada pertanyaan? Ada? Iya, kalau hilang, Miss nggak bisa bantu apapun kalau hilang. Mau nggak mau kamu harus ulang lagi. Ya, Jessie ya. Karena hilang tidak ada buktinya ke Miss, ya gimana? Miss nggak bisa buat nilainya.
Lagi saya buat ulang, Miss.
Iya. Oke, Ino, iya. Gimana Ino?
Miss kan udah Miss sudah terima belum itu tuh? Sudah pribadi saya, Miss. Ini
Ya,
kirim aja.
oke, pribadi sudah.
Udah.
Tinggal 2 lagi.
Jadi saya nggak perlu kirim lagi.
Tidak, yang surat pribadi tidak usah. Oke. Yang 2 lagi yang belum ya Ino ya.
Oke, Miss.
Oke, Aditya. Baik. Sudah paham semua? Nah, itu mengenai nanti kita keluar jam 11. Coba bentar ya, Miss lihat. Hari Kamis 11.30. Oke. Nah, hari ini kita akan ada evaluasi pembelajaran. Miss share lagi sebentar. Ini diperhatikan. Ini ada kolom evaluasi pembelajaran. Di bawah UTS ada evaluasi pembelajaran, benar? Bisa lihat? Oke. Nah, nanti kalian kumpul di sini. Miss kasih waktu 20 menit. Berarti nanti sampai jam 11. Oke? Nanti sampai jam 11. Oke, nanti sampai jam 11:10. Kalian buat evaluasi pembelajaran itu terdiri dari 2 paragraf. 2 paragraf. 1 paragraf minimal 4 kalimat, oke? 4 kalimat berarti nanti ada 8 minimal 8 kalimat. Boleh lebih. Isinya tentang evaluasi pembelajaran. Kamu sampaikan di sana kelemahan dan kelebihanmu bahasa Indonesia, khususnya untuk 2 materi yang sudah Miss sampaikan, yaitu buku fiksi dan non-fiksi. Jadi kamu di sana terbuka, apa masalahmu? Mengapa kamu tidak mengumpul tugas, mengapa nilaimu rendah, atau mengapa nilaimu bisa tinggi, atau langkah-langkah apa yang kamu lakukan makanya tugasmu bisa kekumpul semua, itu kamu sampaikan di sana. Lalu kamu juga mengkritisi dengan baik. Bagaimana cara Miss mengajar, apa yang tidak kalian suka, apa yang kalian suka. Paham? Paham semuanya? Nah, itu yang kalian masukkan di dalam paragraf yang Miss tugaskan kepada kalian. Miss kasih waktunya sampai jam 11:10 menit. Oke? Itu sudah harus dikumpul ke Moodle. Bukan apa. Jadi kalian langsung kumpul. Oke? Paham? Ada pertanyaan? Ada pertanyaan? Paham semuanya? Paham? Oke, paham ya. Oke, silakan dari sekarang dibuat di Microsoft Word, langsung dikirim tadi ke kolom yang sudah Miss buat. Silakan. Oke, Sheba bisa dengar suara Miss? Sheba. Ya, Evan.
Miss, berarti kita langsung tulis 2 paragraf itu? Nggak ada pertanyaannya, strukturnya gitu? Langsung tulis aja?
Langsung tulis. Tapi membuat yang tadi, apa kelemahan dan kelebihan yang kamu hadapi, lalu apa kritik dan saranmu terhadap Miss. Gitu.
Itu aja. Oke, makasih Miss.
Sama-sama. Sebentar ya anak-anak, Miss ke toilet sebentar ya. Kalau ada yang mau ditanyakan, silakan chat ke Miss saja, nanti Miss balas. Oke? Oke? Oke, paham? Ayo, silakan semuanya open kameranya yuk. Ayo. Semuanya open kameranya. Miss tidak akan mulai kalau kalian tidak open kameranya. Kumpulnya itu Tiara di Moodle. Di Moodle bagian UTS. Kan ada kolom UTS, lalu kolomnya itu ada lagi ujian UTS, remedial UTS, lalu evaluasi. Di evaluasinya kamu kirim. Oke, sudah Tiara, Karen, Queen, Graciela, Adit tadi izin ya. Salom, ya open kameranya. Sudah?
Miss,
Ya.
kamera saya lagi nggak bisa dia, Miss, nggak kelihatan.
Oke. Baik. Baik, seperti yang sebelumnya Miss sampaikan kepada kalian pada awal kita pembelajaran bahwa pada setelah mid semester hari ini kita akan mempelajari mengenai puisi rakyat. Dari yang kedua nanti kita akan belajar mengenai legenda. Nah, yang pertama kita akan membahas mengenai puisi rakyat. Nah, puisi rakyat ini tidak seperti biasanya Miss jelaskan kepada kalian lalu kalian mendengarkan saja, tidak. Ini akan seperti presentasi. Kalian yang memaparkan materi, teman yang lain akan mendengarkan, teman yang lain akan memberikan pertanyaan. Miss nanti akan memperjelas. Oke, paham? Nah, dengan itu Miss akan membagi kalian ke beberapa kelompok. 3 kelompok. Oke? Silahkan didengarkan baik-baik. Kalian kelompok apa? Oke? Kelompok yang pertama itu kelompok pantun. Oke, kelompok pantun ada 8 orang. Alicia, Tiara, Aston, Bersheba, Devinia, Dena, Deven, Gaudia. Ini kelompok pantun. Bisa? Sekali lagi Miss sebutkan. Alicia, Tiara, Aston, Sheba, Devinia, Dena, Deven, dan Gaudia, dia kelompok pantun. Yang kedua kelompok syair yaitu Dewa, Aditya, Erik, Evan, maaf sebentar, Aditya, Erik, Evan, Graciela, Ino, Ishak, dan Jesse. Itu kelompok syair. Lalu selanjutnya Jonathan, Caitlin, Karen, Liora, Queen, Rafaela, dan Shalom. Itu adalah kelompok gurindam. Sudah? Sudah ingat kelompok masing-masing? Oke? Nah, tugasnya adalah kalian silakan cari materi yang berhubungan dengan topik masing-masing. Tadi nama judul kelompokmu apa? Mengenai hal tersebut yang kamu cari. Contohnya, kalau kamu kelompok pantun, kalian cari apa saja yang berhubungan dengan pantun. Contoh, sejarahnya, pengertiannya, ciri-cirinya, jenis-jenisnya, dan lain sebagainya. Nah, nanti ke-8 orang ini akan membagi. Nanti kalian lihat apa saja yang dibahas. Contohnya, karena kalian banyak ya di kelas ini. Ada 22 orang. Nanti kelompok pantun kalian diskusi siapa yang akan membahas tentang pengertiannya. Lalu karena ini ada 8, bisa jadi nanti ciri-ciri jenisnya kalian bagi. Contohnya Alicia membahas 3 jenis. Contohnya roman, baru jenis pantun anak-anak, pantun nasihat, itu dibahas Alicia. Baru jenis pantun yang lain dibahas oleh Tiara, contohnya seperti itu. Jadi kalian bagi, silakan didiskusikan per kelompok. Enaknya kalian diskusinya bagaimana, tapi tidak bertemu ya. Jadi nanti Alicia dipercayakan contohnya pengertian, maka kamu harus bahas pengertian. Oke, hanya pengertian saja. Lalu nanti Tiara dapat jenis-jenis. Kalau kalian mau bagi 2 jenis-jenisnya agar sesuai dengan jumlah kalian 8 orang, maka nanti bagi. Kamu bahas itu. Kamu bahas yang teman yang lain bahas tentang jenis yang lain. Oke? Jadi tidak ada nanti pertemuan Alicia sudah balas pengertian, baru yang lainnya juga nanti bahas pengertian. Oke, paham? Jadi didiskusikan, mau kalian buat kelompok dulu di WA, silakan. Kalian sajikan dengan menarik. Oke ya, Miss tidak minta kalian harus buat bagaimana, harus pergi cari bahan, tidak. Kalian silakan buat sekreativitas kalian. Tadi ada di kelas sebelah buat PPT. Oke, tidak apa-apa. Ada juga kemarin bertanya ke Miss dari kelas lain, Miss saya mau buat video. Atau kalian ada video dari internet yang dia boleh dijadikan bahan referensi, boleh. Sudah? Paham? Paham? Ada pertanyaan? Dan itu adalah nilai pertama. Maksudnya ini nanti hasil presentasi kalian akan menjadi nilai untuk nilai sekolah. Jadi kan ada PR, PS, nanti ini masuk menjadi nilai PS. Oke? Paham? Nah, hari Senin, kalau tidak ada libur atau apanya, hari Senin langsung kelompok pantun penjelasannya. Kalian coba nanti waktunya itu cuman 5 menit per orang. Oke ya, kelompok pantun ya. 5 menit untuk presentasi, setelah itu ganti 5 menit ganti. Oke? Oke, paham? Dan lain sebagainya. Dan teman-teman syair dan gurindam juga sudah mulai lihat apa saja topik-topik utamanya, lalu siapa yang akan membahas itu kalian diskusikan. Lalu nanti kan akan presentasi kelompok pantun, maka kelompok lain, contohnya kelompok syair dan kelompok gurindam, wajib dari satu kelompok itu 1 pertanyaan untuk kelompok yang membahas. Contoh, kalau kelompok pantun yang sedang presentasi, maka kelompok lain, yaitu kelompok syair dan gurindam, wajib 1 pertanyaan ke kelompok pembahas. Paham? 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 Paham atau enggak ini?
Paham, Miss.
Paham, Miss.
Seperti itu. Jadi nanti sistemnya ada pembahas, ada yang penanya, dan Miss akan memperjelas, memperlurus kalau ada yang salah, mempertegas dan menyimpulkan. Sudah? Paham? Ada pertanyaan? Ada pertanyaan?
Tidak, Miss.
Oke. Nanti disesuaikan ya, waktunya per orang 5 menit. Jadi tidak boleh lebih dari situ. Maka kamu harus, kalau memang materinya banyak, dipecah belah dengan teman-temannya. Contohnya pengertian kan sangat sederhana. Atau kalian mau bahas tentang sejarahnya sedikit, boleh. Oke? Oke, Evan tidak sempat lagi karena memang tinggal beberapa menit lagi kita. Nanti kalian diskusi di luar ini saja ya. Oke, siapa yang bertanya? Langsung Miss jawab dari sini aja. Queen itu satu paragraf terdiri atas 3 sampai 4 kalimat. Kalau 2 paragraf berarti berapa kalimat? 12 8 apa 6 kalimat? 8 kalimat. 2 paragraf. Oke? Baik, Miss kira sampai sini pembelajaran kita. Miss mau absen dulu. Oke. Baik, Miss bacakan lagi kelompoknya ya. Nanti jangan ada yang bertanya lagi tentang kelompok ke Miss, karena Miss tidak buat apanya, Miss langsung baca dari presensi. Presensi 1 sampai 8 itu kelompok pantun. Kelompok pantun Alicia, Tiara, Aston, Bersheba, Devinia, Deven, lalu Dewa atau Gaudia. Lalu kelompok kedua ada Aditya, Eric, Evan, Graciela, Ino, Ishak, Jesse. Jesse ikut tadi pantun syair kan? Syair. Lalu kelompok Gurindam, Jonathan, Caitlin, Karen, Liora, Queen, Rafaela, Shalom. Oke, sudah? Sudah? Ada lagi yang mau ditanyakan? Oke, kapan presentasi? Hari Senin, kalau tidak ada libur, hari Senin kelompok pantun sudah maju. Lalu setelah kelompok pantun minggu depannya atau hari berikutnya yang bahasa Indonesia, yang ada jadwal bahasa Indonesia, masuk syair. Jadi 1 hari 1 materi. Baru hari berikutnya masuk topik selanjutnya. Baru minggu selanjutnya masuk lagi topik yang selanjutnya. Paham? Paham? Berarti kalau pantun ini hari Senin ya di kelas ini ya. Hari Senin sudah mulai presentasi. Lalu hari Kamis presentasi kelompok syair. Lalu hari Seninnya lagi kelompok Gurindam. Sudah? Sudah? Ada yang dipertanyakan? Oke, Miss kira sudah. Oke, Miss mau absen cepat. Silakan langsung dijawab hadir. Kalau tidak, jangan ada yang menjawab. Alicia?
Hadir.
Tiara? Tiara? Aston? 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 Ada Sheba? Sheba? Oke. Devinia? Aston? Devinia, Aston, oke. Oke, Aston. Devinia. Dena? Dewa Gaudia?
Hadir, Miss.
Aditya?
Hadir, Miss.
Eric? Evan?
Hadir, Miss.
Graciela?
Hadir, Miss.
Ino?
Hadir, Miss.
Ishak?
Hadir, Miss.
Jesse?
Hadir, Miss.
Jonathan?
Hadir, Miss.
Caitlin?
Hadir, Miss.
Karen?
Hadir, Miss.
Leora?
Hadir, Miss.
Queen?
Hadir, Miss.
Rafaela?
Hadir.
Naomi?
Hadir, Miss.
Oke. Sampai situ pembelajaran kita pada hari ini. Sampai ketemu di minggu depan. Dan Yesus memberkati.